Okay, that's the marker. Check. Sibilance. All right.
No,
Here we
you
go.
just
60,
similar.
59,
Didn't you?
This is a countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 55.
This is the 14th
This
countdown of the
continues to
Slade
be a countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 50, 49, 48. You're listening to the
This is the last countdown.
Slade and Mayson Show. 45, 44,
When he finally gets to one, we
this is
might
the
be able to get this thing
countdown
started.
to the Slade and Mayson Show. 39. 38.
It's back! Oh, God!
37. You're listening to the countdown. 35.
Gilligan.
34.
Before this
Five,
week,
boy,
I was
three.
not going to
Please
do
stand
any
by as you're
reviews.
listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 28.
Lied to
27.
myself.
This, of course, the
Ah,
countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Fine, boy. Take care,
23.
Mrs. Howell, if you
21
could
with the
please.
countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 18.
He's been on this island with me for so long.
We are now delivering the countdown to the Slade and Mason Show.
Skipper!
11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown to the Slade
So,
and
oh,
Mason
man, I was gonna
Show.
say
And there's a
something.
whole generation doesn't know anything about it.
5.
Ready?
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, man, I didn't get my coffee. Slurp my coffee.
I drank it for you.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios,
And
deep
Studio
in
106.
the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
It's the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
All right. Well, this is the Slade and Mason Show. All right. What more do we need to say? All right. Well, all right. This is. Hey, JD, what's going on?
Hey, it's like we never have any problems here. Everything just runs as smooth as silk.
Yeah, smooth as like X-Lax through a donkey's. Anyway, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It's a program all about you and us.
Mostly about us.
Mostly about us. Yep.
Did you happen to check last week's opening?
Yeah, I said radio. Yep. And which is true because this is just like a radio program.
No, it is not.
Do we have
Very
wait. Do we have microphones?
Yes.
Do we have mixers?
Yeah.
Do we have sound equipment?
Yeah.
Do we have means of broadcasting?
Yeah.
This is
So-
where we're going to share with you news and stories and things we see throughout the week. It's going to be our take on it. We're just saying the things you'd think, but you'd never
Don't
hear
get
on
upset,
a
and we
radio
don't wanna
program.
hear, parents going against, oh, you talking about back to the...
When I was your age, we used to listen to radio.
I find myself
Yeah.
doing that a lot.
In my age, yeah, I know.
I told you that, I live in a place where there's a lot of
Old people, yes.
really.
Hershey bars used to cost a nickel, and we loved them.
And Franklin Roosevelt was the greatest president I ever knew.
Oh my God! All right,
It is an interesting week.
we've already thrown ourselves off the rail.
Right off the rail.
I mean, I'm thinking we might want to change things up a little bit, but I don't know. Do you just want to talk?
Hey, that's what I do for a living. So I guess I can continue a conversation. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Talk about world affairs? No, I don't want to talk about
No, we
that.
don't want to talk about world
Do we want to
affairs.
talk about, you know what I found myself watching a lot of?
What you did?
Man bashing programs. I mean, actually, they're actually women bashing programs.
Mhm.
It's a whole series of, why women over 30 have hit the wall and da 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 da.
Mhm.
It is very comical because, it's what we're finding out. Yes, you and I, Dan, as men,
Yes, go ahead.
finding out that we don't need the hassle. We don't need the noise.
Nope.
All we're looking for is peace.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how we find peace? By getting rid of anything.
Causes angst.
No, I don't think we better do that because it's like I can see us getting in trouble now.
Well, I will say this. So they
You agree
just
100%.
What am I going to argue with a man? No. Now, I will say this. They just had a recent interview with Dick Van Dyke, who just turned 100 yesterday. So first
They've
off,
had him dead for the last year, man.
I know. And each time he comes up, the guy pulls up an interview. I mean, granted, he's 100 years old, but
He's got a full head of hair. His
Yup.
beard. It's like, again, I still could see him going, chim chimney, chim chimney,
Yep.
chim chim tree.
and his voice is still relatively clear. He's got the
Doesn't have
voice.
old man voice.
No, not particularly. He's got the voice of like an 80-year-old. And he pointed out something that researchers have been pounding the table about since the 1940s. That's what I'm hearing. Is stress. Get rid of stress.
Yes. Again, I got to tell you, I sleep very well.
Yeah.
Again, I wake up and, I'm a little groggy, but it's like once I shake my head a couple of times, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that is going to just, that I'm going to walk to my door and start cringing. I've been in relationships like that where you just hate to go home.
Yeah. Oh my!
I
couldn't.
Hours.
I couldn't imagine. Working at a radio station, being married to someone, and being a raging alcoholic, and then going home and having to deal with someone you. And then,
it is idiocy at work, idiocy at home, man. It's just
knowing that you could be replaced by a one-line program.
Hey, and listen. So as a result, guess what?
Mm.
I am as stress-free as I think I've been in years. Like I say, my independent project is about to turn a year old.
Yes. First off, yes. So congratulations. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't get through the rest of the disclaimer, but a couple of things. Again, you never hear this on the radio. Well, all the music you're listening to is brought to you by Dana Music. We got a picture from Instagram 2016. There's one from Twitter 2022. There's 3 now on Facebook, at least 3. 2 from 2024, 1 from this year, which creeps people out. We'll talk about icy stuff and icy treats whenever we feel like it. And the other thing is that, I have a link there for JD's little side thing for country music, which, by the way, you were talking about something you asked for. More.
I asked for a lot.
Yes, you do. It is nonstop.
Again, I got to tell this story. I actually called Dan yesterday morning at like 6:00, knowing that if he's not going to even be close to wake to taking the dog out or nothing else. But I got this message on my phone that said Dan called.
Yeah, but that was like 6:00 at night.
Well, I'm in bed at 6:00.
Oh, for the love of God!
I hang out with these old people. Around 4:30, we start talking about dinner.
It's
supper.
It's funny you mentioned that because I used to work at the local winery, and a lot of times I get invited to these parties, and usually the parties start at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then last year it was the Mardi Gras party, and I'm like, oh, cool, 7, 8 o'clock at night. So I traditionally make something new, a new hors d'oeuvre or something that people can nosh on because they're like, hey, if you want to bring a side dish, that's cool, but I'm gonna have shrimp gumbo and blah 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 blah, and that's okay, great. So I found this great recipe with puffed pastry and little hors d'oeuvre tomatoes, and I'm prepping them all up, and it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'm getting everything ready, and I package everything up, and I look down at my phone. Party between 3 and 6, and I go, oh, crap! I guess we're getting older now.
I mean, like I say, well, of course, because I did a morning show for so long.
Yeah,
I was pretty used to going to bed at 5 o'clock and getting up at 2:30, and so now it's like I go to bed at like 5 o'clock, and I wake up about 1:30 because that's when I have to upload the show.
Yeah,
and I go back to bed. Now this morning, I actually slept until 5 o'clock, man. It's like
Wow.
hey, man, that's like luxury to me.
Wow.
But no, it's like so. My little side project, which of course is turning 1 year old on January 1st. And for those of you who do not know, my partner, the guy that's sitting on the other end of this mic, has been so instrumental in being able to, one, keep me going and keep the system going because I'm technically an idiot.
I'm running out of duct tape, man. I'm running out of duct tape.
The spitting rubber bands. Come on now. And so, hey, get that hamster on the wheel.
Did you wind up your computer today? You got to turn the crank for 36 times.
So it's like it never fails. It never fails. It's like, again, I got ready to start this week. And I mean, this week we went through, talk about hackers and calling Microsoft's support and all that. I mean, I had it happen twice this week. Now, this morning, as we got ready to start, I went to go into join the program that I do so that we can have this repartee. And my email is gone. I'm like, damn. He said,
let me send you
all
a
right,
code.
I guess you need a code. Here we go.
BX71.
Then we go to share computers, and that's when he gets to take over my computer. But I'll tell you what, I have never been more secure about my technical support. And I mean, I've worked with lots of engineers. And man, no, sir, because it's like, number one, Dan has this analytical approach on attacking a problem. Okay, what the hell's going on here? He says.
Yeah.
Let me put my pants up. Let me get my suspenders in place. Hold on. Let me figure what's going on here. Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's like, okay, I got to take the dog for a walk, but I'll call you right back.
Meanwhile, I'm walking. My brain's going, all right, we're going to send a code. Get an email. Think about that. Oh, my gosh, I stepped in the dog poo. I got to keep walking. It's like,
and like I say, people who do not know Dan, like I say, when you get to meet this guy, hey, listen, all you have to do is just start a conversation and he can take it from there. I don't care what you're talking about.
What?
Like,
I'm not that good.
He can go on a rant, man.
I'll just keep the fire burning as long as you feed back. That's fine. Now, it's interesting because I'm not the first phone call you made. You did call support this week.
and I think they screwed me too.
and when JD got on the line, the fellow apparently. Is that your phone?
Who's that call?
Oh my gosh, we have a rule here on the Slade and Mayson Show.
No phone calls between this time and this time.
That's right. So that could be the scammer trying to get back in.
Oh yeah, like I said, because it had account services. It's like I'm thinking,
yeah, I know. Hey, when you got on the phone with the Microsoft support, did he by chance go, I know you. You still owe us $450 from the other company I work for. No, did he? That wasn't.
Well, no. What he
was that
did
him?
is, again, I mean, they all. Man, that sounds so racist.
They
all
bad.
sound alike.
Oh.
It is usually what they done like it is.
It's interesting because linguistically thinking, they do something to like the letter R that is.
Do not understand.
It's really unusual because they have to okay, so you and I, we ate cartoons when we were children.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can kind of mimic some of these recordings, but when you become an adult and you now learn a new language, to make the ch sound, people can't do that. I could do that. I could do that all day long. Did you have the soup? Right? So for someone
when
who's
you're talking to someone from
another country, and they've never had cartoons like Warner Brothers. Thank you, Warner Brothers, for making who I am today.
They are very, very, just very direct. Yes. It's like,
they
have no time to mess. It's like, but here's the thing about it, and I'm telling anybody who has to ever call Microsoft support.
Yes.
And I explained this to Dan, and I asked him why. Because here's what I call. I call support, and I say, look, I got this problem, blah, 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 blah. And they go, okay, let me take a look at it. And he sends me to another program, blah, blah, blah. It's the fact that he has to explain every step, detail by detail. And all I want you to do is fix my machine. I don't care why it happened. I just want you to fix it.
Right now, I'm going to the upper right-hand corner of your computer. I'm going to click on the blue icon that
And the
has
reason that
the
I'm doing this is
J.
because it will tell your computer to da 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 da.
Now,
It's like,
secondarily, it's going to download some program that will, hold on, here it comes. See, there's the first bar, the second bar. This is progression. This lets you know that this progresses between 0 and 100. Now, you'll notice that the 100, it gets a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter. That lets you know that it's getting more brighter and it's almost done. So we'll just wait here together, you and I. In the background, what it's doing is on the hard disk that you have. Oh, wait, you have a solid. Okay, so on a solid state, it doesn't rotate. So what it's doing is it's finding partitions where it can put the things away. And as
this is the insanity of it. And like I say, and it's something that could have taken me 15 minutes. I'm on the phone with these people for over an hour. And listening to them explain things that I have no clue. I don't understand. It's like my eyes have glazed over. I mean, I'm just about falling off the chair. But okay, we better get this program started.
We did. We are. We're getting the program started.
Okay.
We're already like 15 minutes in.
Ask me the magic question because I'm all prepared.
Oh, do you want to do that?
So
okay.
Excited. I am so excited, man. This is my time of year because, like I say, I was born in December. As a matter of fact, my birthday is in a week or so, and I'm about to hit another decade. And I'm just all excited because Christmas is my time of year.
Okay. Well, we're going to bypass JD's want. We're going to go to something else.
Not. Great thanks to put this damn thing together. And you're not going to rob me of this opportunity.
All right. Hey, JD, I'm wondering, as I wonder of wonder.
Wonder, boop, boop,
boop. Do you, for our listeners who haven't toned out yet, you will shortly. Do you have a right at like 18 after it just drops like a rock? Do you have an Andy Rooney style Sunday morning observation?
Well, let me tell you first before I get into this. I was, I do my grooming, my shaving, and all that kind of stuff. And I took a look in the mirror after I finished all my grooming.
And after you were done screaming,
and I saw this gray hair.
One? Just one?
Oh, wait a minute. In my eyebrow.
Oh, dude.
And it's a really long one because those are always unruly.
Oh man, I got a whole forest. What do you got?
Well, like I say, I'm trying to pluck that out. It's like, but to make horses meet here. Listen, you asked if I had a Sunday morning observation.
Yes, Andy Rooney.
And here it is. It is here at the holidays. Happy holidays, and right back at you. Oh, yeah, the final 9 days before Christmas, also known as the Hunger Games with tinsel. Buckle up. All right, so here I'm going to tell you how to survive these last 8 days. It's a holiday emergency broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the danger zone.
I was just thinking about that, by the way.
This is not Christmas yet. This is the final 9 days where civilization begins to crack, bank accounts scream for mercy, and otherwise normal adults lose their minds in Target parking lots. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, I'm fine, I'm calm, I got this. No, you don't. That's just the eggnog talking. Because in the last 9 days before Christmas, they are not festive. They are survivalist territory. Day one, denial. This is when people say things like, oh, I've still got plenty of time, or I'll just grab a few things, or I'll run in real quick. Real quick is the most dangerous phrase in December. Nobody has ever gone into a store real quick between December 17th and Christmas Eve. That's how people disappear. Their cars are still running, but they're gone. This is the stage where you suddenly remember, oh, yeah, I have coworkers. Oh, yeah, I married into a family. Oh, yeah, kids need gifts. This is also where Amazon quietly taps you on the shoulder and says, yeah, that delivery date, best we can do is January 14th. All right, day two, panic buying. Now, this is when logic leaves your body completely. You're buying gifts like, would my dad want a Bluetooth meat thermometer?
Yeah, definitely.
Does my niece need a drum set?
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Three of
Is
them.
this a gift or evidence? Now, you're not shopping anymore. You're throwing objects at the problem.
Yes.
You start doing Christmas math. Well, technically, this costs money, so it counts. Gift cards, that's not a gift. That's an admission of defeat in a festive envelope. And socks are Christmas's white flags. Day 3, the parking lot apocalypse. Yes, sir. Parking lot during the last 9 days before Christmas are lawless wastelands. Listen, lines are imaginary. Blinkers mean nothing. Courtesy is gone. And you see things like a minivan blocking 6 spaces, a grown adult guarding a parking spot like it's beachfront property, someone who clearly arrived after you pulling into the space anyway and refusing eye contact. And this is when you realize, oh, this is why society needs rules. Day 4, the financial reality check. Now, this is the day you check your bank account. You don't look at it. You brace yourself emotionally before opening the app. Now, your bank account doesn't even show numbers anymore. It just says, wow, really? Again? You start negotiating with yourself. I don't need heat. Gas is optional. And ramen is festive if you believe. All right, day 5, family dynamics start activating. This is when the family texts ramp up. Group chats explode with, what time are you doing dinner? Who's bringing dessert? We're doing Secret Santa, but also not really. There's always that one relative who says, let's keep it simple this year. That person is lying. And this is also where you remember, oh yeah, Uncle Larry exists. Yes, day 6, the office holiday circus, where you should recognize these things. Workplaces go completely feral. Nothing's working. Everyone's wrapping things up, which means standing around snacks, avoiding eye contact, pretending next year is a real concept. Office parties are emotional minefields. Someone drinks too much, someone cries, someone overshares, someone brings their spouse who shouldn't be there. And every office has that one person who says, let's do a gift exchange. No, we will not. The declaration guilt phase. Now, this is when you suddenly notice, oh, wow, everybody's house looks like a Hallmark movie. And your house looks like, yeah, we tried. You got one strand of lights that half works, a tree that leans like it's tired, and an inflatable that gave up 3 days ago.
Okay. Are you using a drone to look at my house? Never mind. I don't mean anything by that. Never mind. Go.
You tell yourself it's about the meaning of Christmas, but deep down you're Googling, is it too late to look festive? And Christmas Eve, total meltdown. This is it. This is when people are walking around stores with that 1,000-yard stare. Everyone's buying batteries, tape, something called a last-minute gift. Parents are whisper yelling at kids. Kids are vibrating at unsafe energy levels. Retail workers deserve medals or therapy or both. And by this time, you are emotionally exhausted, financially wounded, and one inconvenience away from tears. So now here are your final rules, survival rules for these final days. Rule 1, lower your expectations. Christmas doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be over.
Amen.
Rule 2, everyone gets grace. Perhaps, people are stressed, broke, tired, and surrounded by relatives. Rule 3, if it plugs in, it's a gift. Nobody remembers what they got. They remember who showed up. And rule 4, laugh when things go wrong. Burn the cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Forget the batteries. Let there be chaos, because someday you'll miss this nonsense. The big truth is the last 9 days before Christmas are not about presents. They're about surviving crowds, loving people you didn't choose, and realizing nobody actually knows what they're doing. And somehow every year we make it. So take a breath, pour a drink or 2 or 3, laugh at the madness, because in 9 days, this all magically disappears and is immediately replaced by credit card bills and New Year's resolutions. Merry Christmas. You're doing just fine.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm taking a lead from my partner, and I am doing cash this year.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man.
I am going to do basket. I'm going to do basket. I'm going to do stockings, but that's it. I mean, it really is. It's getting to the point where you can't breathe without being offered something. Oh, hurry for the holiday seasons. Get this now. It's all
I'm telling you, it's like I just do not have the patience
Yep.
anymore to have to go through that. And see, again, here's the thing. Back in the 70s, when I was a youth, I worked in the drug fair organization.
Oh, sure.
I ended up wrapping Christmas presents. Again, it's like, again, it's a pain to have to wrap things because they bring you these things that are just so weirdly sized. Like, hey, I want you to wrap this rocking chair.
Okay. Gary, can you get box number 0001, please?
I can't tell you how many things I put together. And it's like, that was part of my job too. It's like all the furniture that we'd get in, we'd have to put it together.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many screws there are extra.
No.
when I'm
wait a minute. You putting stuff together? As a public service announcement to everyone who's ever received anything from Wayfair, please discontinue using this product immediately. Again, discontinue using this product immediately. This man rounds off bolts. This man strips screws. Red alert, red alert. He puts the wrong product into the wrong hole.
Have like 25 screws left over.
Red alert, red alert. Oh my God. You mentioned the parking lots, and I gotta tell you something. The one thing that really pisses me off is what I call the drive stroll. And the drive stroll is I've just come out of the mega store. Okay? I got my groceries in my hands, or I've got a cart, and I look behind me, and there's someone behind me going about 2 miles an hour, going blah 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 blah.
Let's find out where this guy's going. Yeah.
And what they do is they wait, and they're like, I'll just wait for his parking space because I see this one over here that's exactly 6.5 feet away, but no, this one's 6.5 feet closer.
And that's unless he's driven that F-250, man, which is like 8 feet longer than every other car.
They don't care. They don't care because what they're going to do is they're going to make you wait while they park. So they're sitting there going, blah, 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 blah. There's a mile of cars behind him. They're going, what the hell's going on here? Can't you move up? Nope. He's just going to sit there, blah, 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 blah. So what I do is I know I'm being strolled. So what I do is I go strolling, blah, 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 blah. Guys going behind me, blah, 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 blah. They're 2 miles an hour, blah, 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 blah. The cars will be beep, 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 beep behind him, blah, 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 blah. And then what I do is I go across the lane to the other side, and that's where my car is.
Where your car is.
I'm in the next lane way over, and he's like,
that's my part.
That's
man.
because
Yes,
I
sir.
am so pissed at being driven, strolled, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so
Followed. You are being
oh my
followed.
gosh, it's just annoying. So I do that
Well,
intentionally.
again, the only thing that's more annoying to me is, like I say, when I walk into a store, if I need help, I'm going to find somebody quickly. But I don't need to walk in and have somebody jump in my head and go, hey, can I help you? No. Get away from me. Go away.
Yes, I'm looking for a store where I can go shopping without being bothered. Can you recommend a store for me, please? And
So,
also, as a
again,
public
like I say,
service announcement,
I discovered the easy access years and years ago, and it doesn't fail because money is always the right color. It's always the right size.
mm-hmm. And it fits everything. And you
It
don't
fits
need an
everything.
adapter. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, you mentioned something during your rant, the emergency broadcast. Do you remember word for word the emergency broadcast wording?
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters in your area, in accordance with the FCC and local authorities, have developed this test to warn you in the case of an actual emergency. This is only a test.
Now, there is one line that was taken out because the broadcasters got really pissed because they had to say this over and over again. And that was, this is a test.
Only a test.
This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters in your area, involuntary cooperation. That line got removed.
Lie. That is a lie.
Where did that get when did that get removed? That was somewhere like the 80s or
the FCC requires you to do that every
No,
month.
it's involuntary
And
cooperation.
every week. No, it's not a voluntary operation because, like I say, if you don't, I guarantee you there are $10,000 fines just waiting for you.
But you remember having to say that.
Here's how ours worked.
But you remember having to say
got
that.
the signal.
Right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
All right.
It's like
Just say
I again, involuntary cooperation. Yeah, like I say, and you'd always make the same face when you say it. You know?
Son of a bitch.
So but the thing of it is that I just no, like I said, that emergency broadcast system was it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And what would happen is like we would get our signal from Fredericksburg, the station in Fredericksburg. We would air that signal and then we would broadcast it. And then somebody in Charlottesville would get the signal from us. And every once in a while, I got to tell you, I sent off an EAS and I wasn't paying attention to the categories.
Oops.
And it was a nuclear disaster.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, well, like I say, we
last?
ended up getting calls and such, from the stations that we had relayed that to.
No, it's okay. I made a big mistake. My bad.
Like I say, the emergency broadcast system, another great creation of Larry, Moe, and Curly.
All right, well, let's do this little thing here. Because I do have some stories.
Hearing so much about, AI. I'm telling you, you can't get away from it anymore. You used to be able to go into your house and get away from it. But now, not anymore, man. It follows you in your house.
Yep. And I have some stories. Here we go.
Where's your sounder? Come on, man.
It's playing. Can you not hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
Let me turn it up. Hold on.
Otherwise, I would have turned into Walter Cronkite.
Can you hear that?
Now I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence, the boon or the bane of our existence. Every week, my special correspondent for artificial intelligence, Dan Mason, follows up and finds out the things that you need to know, or maybe you don't need to know. But anyway, here he is with the artificial intelligence report for this week, Mr. Dan Mason.
Thank you, Mr. Slade. All right, here's what's going on. Here's some stories that are going to just like, yeah, okay, great. Okay, so do I want to do that story? All right, I'll do it. All right, so according to a Futurism report, OpenAI is increasingly discouraging research that highlights AI's potential harm. So it's gotten to the point where people are actually walking out the door because they're like, hey, if we launch this, who's going to say, don't worry about it. So that's what's happening. So a lot of people leaving. Let's see. Let's try this one. Hello, good to see you. Hey, is this microphone on? Ha, 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 ha. I can hear you breathing. Hey, you in the audience. I walked into a bar. I was with a Hasidic Jewish pastor person. And all right, so the idea is in Australia, they're attempting to try robots to see if they might be good at doing stand-up comedy. So far, no one's getting the joke. All right, next. National Lampoon's Vacation and National
One of my
Lampoon's
favorite
Christmas holiday.
movies, Christmas Vacation.
Yes, Christmas Vacation. All right, remember all the haphazardly horrible things that took place?
Yep.
Okay. So apparently, McDonald's decided, hey, it'd be really funny. So what they did was they took AI and they had all these terrible situations happening to people, like going in an underpass and all the presents being knocked off the roof of their car, guy being up on a roof, and him being stuck by the strings hanging by his legs. And
They made the commercial with that one.
yeah, and it's all AI. And apparently, they said, well, you know what? This chaos will eventually end, but what you should do is come lock yourself inside McDonald's until after January 1st. Needless to say, people were completely creeped out by it, and they pulled all the ads. So, another one of those just deliciously wonderful thing. This one blows my mind away. Okay. You do know we're building lots of data centers.
Yes, lots of them.
Lots of them. Okay. Now, you understand that you need random access memory to run. Maybe you don't know. So you have the program on the hard drive, right?
Right.
And then when you want to use it, it throws the program into RAM. So you can actually use it real quick and drop it in, blah, 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 and then, boom, it clears out your RAM. Program's closed out. Life is good. Now, every computer needs RAM. The more RAM, the faster, more stable, no quirky weirdness. Well, here's the issue. RAM prices are raising faster because AI is consuming memory at an unprecedented scale. Major chip makers are redirecting, careful with that wording, redirecting production away from the everyday consumer RAM towards higher market, higher margin, higher need AI for data center memory. So the assembly line over here that was making little chip holders for your smartphone and for your computer, your all-in-one computer, they're shutting that line down and they're making the big robust one. As a matter of fact, Micron Technology is exiting the consumer RAM market and ending its Crucial retail products. Crucial was like the website to go. You punch in your computer or you download this little macro program. Oh, yours holds 64 megs. You actually have 8. You can bump that up to 64. Let's show you how to do that. There are a couple of ways. That's gone. It's gone. Prices for what I purchased for a 16 gigabyte RAM.
Yeah.
I paid, I think it was about $64 about a year ago.
I think I remembered when I think you got $32 for 8 RAMs. Yeah.
$300.
Oh, good God.
$300. $300 for that exact same chip because AI needs more access. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Word for you.
Yeah.
It's very, very popular these days. It's called affordability.
Oh, we're not going down that path. All right.
Hey, listen.
How old is Stevie Nicks? She's 76, 77, 73. All right. So apparently, she was in concert this past week and forgot the lyrics. She's sitting there, landslide.
You gotta remember, she and Lindsey Buckingham were like really doing it up, and they were doing lots of happy medicine.
Oh,
now when you get to be 73, if you don't have those lyrics right in front of you,
well, she looked a little tired. Her hair was very. You know how she's got that disheveled look to her hair?
Yeah, she always looked like she just got out of bed.
Yeah. Well, this one really looked like she did just get out of bed, and she's got dark sunglasses on. She's looking down away from the light.
Well, again, it's everybody who is famous should not really keep taking pictures after they hit a certain age.
Yeah.
And Stevie Nicks is one of them. I'll tell you what, I have a love affair going on with this one singer, and I feel my heart is broken. Linda Ronstadt.
Okay.
I love Linda Ronstadt, but anytime I see pictures of Linda, now it's like she's got this little wool beanie on.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking old. And she can't sing anymore.
Why can't she sing?
Oh, man. It's like I watched an interview with her. It's like, oh man, stop doing that. Again.
She have voice issues?
Yes, she does. She can no longer sing.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and that, when you're a singer, that's like my being a talker. If I can't talk, I'm
That's it.
screwed with tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, she's 79 years old. So
Yeah, she's still Linda Ronstadt. I
And-
mean, yeah, but there again, see, I also see this is part of getting older,
Mhm.
Dan.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, you know who I also have it hot for?
Oh my God, here it goes.
Della Street.
Who?
Della Street.
Who's that? Del
Barbara Hale from Perry Mason.
Street.
She was his secretary.
Let's see. Is she dead?
Yes.
You're jonesing for dead people? All right, that's
I'm
called
telling you,
necrophilia,
every
man.
time-
Stop it.
I mean, listen, because I watch Perry Mason every day. I mean, there are 197 episodes, so it's like I make sure I watch. And every time I see Della Street, I'm thinking, wow. And then, of course, the thought comes, hey, number one, she's dead, and she was like 94 when she died.
Look, anybody who you're watching in black and white is probably dead. you got to get a day job. All right. So anyway, oh God, I want to talk about this one next story. So you don't drive anymore.
Nope.
I really don't drive that much either, unless I'm going to Orange. But I really
You're
don't.
lying. Listen, you're always on the road. It's like you're always.
I'm always fixing
Why don't
things.
you tell people what exciting stuff you did yesterday? See, again, I know his business. It's like, you know,
All right.
So he said, I
Okay.
had to get him to give me some help and to give me some feeds, and so he did that. He's like, well, now I got to go. It's like I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone the rest of the afternoon.
Yep.
I said, well, wait, Dan. Go
I
ahead.
went down. I had to get down to Richmond. So this was planned. This was planned. My daughter and my son have a house that is in Richmond, Virginia. It is a 100-year-old house. The 100-year-old house is a maven for little mice.
In other words, mousetrap.
They love it. So the cat's getting bored with the mice anymore. So I said, all right, what I'll do is I'll come help out. So we went down into the basement. The basement it's somewhere between a crawl space and a basement. Because I can, if I were like a 97-year-old man bent over like a question mark, I'd have no problem. But I'm 6'1", and I have to crouch down below. No, I can't. I have to be 4.5 feet tall. All right. So I had to turn into a troll, and my daughter came down with me, and we pulled out the flashlight, and I said, okay, now let's turn off the flashlight. Flashlight's off, pitch black. Oh, see over in the corner here? This is where they used to deliver coal back in 1920. That coal thing is all rotted out on the bottom. I can see sunlight coming through there. So we got the foam in a can thing.
Yes.
You familiar with that? And I just went. Everywhere I saw light, I just poked it with a little straw and filled up the little holes. And then my son's bedroom has a door that's nailed shut, and it's nailed shut because it exits to a deck that was probably built back in 1920. So the ledger board is all rotted out. Someone decided to put 2x4s up on the edge to hold it in place. I'm like, yeah, don't go on this. Don't go on this. But the problem is the door is 100 years old, so it's not sealed up. So what I got was little tiny, like pool noodles, but they're only about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch wide, 1/4 of an inch wide.
That you can squeeze in there.
Yeah. So I squoze it everywhere I could see, sunlight coming through. And then I did the old circa 1970. Maybe your mom and dad did this. Is you put up the double-sided tape, and then you put the plastic on top of the double-sided tape on the windows. Well, I did that for the door frame, and then pulled out the hairdryer and heat shrunk it down. And I got to tell you, the temperature went from like 48 degrees in that room to 70 in about 10 minutes. Just like
Oh man,
yeah,
you're wasting a lot of heat, huh?
yeah. I mean, their electric bill was in the 300s. So I said, okay, that's your problem. This door is sucking out all the heat, and in the summertime, it's pumping the heat. So we took care of that.
So it's going to be 1,000 degrees in July.
No, because they have central AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I did. And then what else did I do?
Well, here's the question.
Yeah.
Did you as the Pied Piper, did you happen to pull any? Did you get any mice to put in a bag and such?
No. So she did get a few, and she put them in a bag and took them out back and let them go free again. And then they turned around and jumped right back through the system.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna go, hey, listen, she just let us go out. Let's go to the bathroom. We'll go back in.
Okay, but don't watch me.
Not stupid.
Yeah, but don't watch me while I pee, okay? Don't watch me.
Wait a minute. Let me leave these little M&Ms here.
Always chocolate. What's up with that? All right, so
right off the rails. You can tell it's the holiday, man. It's like we just got all the hell in the handbasket,
It's
man.
the holiday season.
all right. Well, we should probably take a break at this point. Let me do that. Let me hit this little marker right here.
Oh, by the way, coming up in the second half of the program, hey, I have got the solution, the final fast food gastronomical assault.
Oh my God. Here we go. Hold on.
We'll be back.
We'll be right back. Goodness for this program. Sadly, we will return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Back now, here.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Just so people forget who we were.
Today in history, December 14th, 557. Constantinople is severely damaged by an earthquake. And then duct tape sales went through the roof. 1542. Princess Mary Stuart becomes Mary Queen of Scots. Not gonna go well. 1782. Montgolfier Brothers' first balloon lifts off on its first successful flight. They're still looking for it, but there it goes. 1812. The French invasion of Russia comes to an end as the remnants of the Grand Army expelled from Russia. Turns out everybody in Russia spoke Russian, they spoke French. Kind of ruined everything. 1902. The Commercial Pacific Cable Company lays the first Pacific telegraph cable from Ocean Beach, San Francisco to Honolulu, Hawaii. First message coming in from San Francisco read, "We need more pineapples." 1903. The Wright brothers make their first attempt to fly with a Wright Flyer at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. It didn't work. That in spite of the fact that Orville was wearing a Superman cape. 1946. The United Nations General Assembly votes to establish its headquarters in New York, New York. To wit, New York, New York responded, "How do we lose that bet?" And finally, 2008, Mintatadar al-Azidir threw his shoes at then U.S. President George W. Bush during a press conference in Baghdad, Iraq, to which George Bush responded, "Oh good, 9 wide, I could use those." I'm Dan Mason, and that's December 14th. Don't waste your time going to Mackey's or Brimley's. You'll wind up having to go to the dunny for 20 minutes after eating. The meat can be a dead dodgy. Plus, you'll be risking needing to take a sickie. If you're looking to get your evening tea, you need to set your eyes on a Joey burger from Pouchies, fresh from the outback. Pouchies. We don't like to call them roadkill. We like to call it nature's reclamation. We have spotters all throughout Australia, spotting a downed boomer or flyer within moments of getting hit by a Yuri. The roos are dropped into a giant-sized stubby holder packed with ice and then aired to our facility for processing. The meat is lean, delicious, and really good for you. So if you're ready for the best tasting burger that'll have you returning to us faster than a twice-chucked boomerang, come on down to Pouchies for an amazing Joey burger. Fresh from the road? Come on down to Pouchies. You'll be glad you did.
For reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Whether you want it or not.
You're so mean.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. Well, that was to get to the bottom here. I gotta clean this out. That was Coca Crockett Polka by Al Coca and his orchestra for today being National Coca Day. So if it's cold where you are and snowy, which it is here in Fredericksburg.
Is it snowing in Fredericksburg?
Well, it snowed this morning while I was walking the dog. By the way, we've got 3/4 of an inch of possibility of rain on the ground. So
Yeah,
they were
it's
right on
fucking
schedule
rainy.
that one. No, that wasn't happening.
Make sure I get out and get my ride in early.
Yeah. Now, Richmond, where I was driving back, everywhere I was looking, it was like warning, winter emergency, blah, 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 whatever.
Blah, 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 blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Why do I feel like I'm missing a page? Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'll make
while
it up
he's
as
doing that,
All right.
we just want to remind you that we have a lot of fun on this show, and of course, you are
No, we
always
don't.
welcome to join it.
Oh, sorry.
But I have to tell you that we are brought to you by Icy, which is a really, I mean, again, I know it's winter and you're not thinking cold treats, but it's like this is just something that you might want to make the exception for because it is an exceptional product.
Mm-hmm.
You want ice that tastes like cream or
Yeah.
like it's a mixture of cream. Icy something icy has got it for you. My buddy Dan, he knows because it's like he and my girl Sheila, yeah, baby,
Easy.
and Al,
Mostly Al.
mostly Al, they have really taken great pains to put together something that, of course, works for everybody, especially if you love ice treats.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's where I turn it over to you because I leave it open space,
That's
and then
true.
Dan comes in and says,
If you need to get a hold of them, the best way to do that would be to reach out to them at 804-617-8827, especially if you got like a birthday party, a corporate event, a fundraiser, or something like that, and you want their big red truck to show up. That's the number you need to call. Or you could visit them on the interwebs. They're at www.iceywsommethin.
leave off that G for goodness sake.
ICEY.com, or again, you can visit them on Instagram, Facebook. Now, if you're under 15 years old and listening to us from Australia, don't forget to hit the country code for the United States, which I think is 01.
01.
And then dial 1-804-617-8827. Again, that number 804-617-8827. The number one last time is 804-617-8827.
And it may cost you a little more if they have to go to Australia, but you'll be glad you did.
That's right. Yeah, because in Australian Facebook, it is now officially illegal for children under the age of 15 to engage in the top 10 media organizations, with the exception.
Of Facebook.
No. Discord, Roadblocks, and Minecraft. Those are the other big ones because those are not really quote unquote media oriented. And as others have pointed out, no one has ever said, "Oh, you need to have your children on Facebook. It would be a detriment to their well-being."
Well, let me just say this about that.
Said no one. All right.
Again, when that started on the internet long time ago,
Yep.
back when rock was dust,
Yep.
it was an interesting adventure. You had the opportunity to go places and talk to people. And in Facebook's case, I found out a lot of my friends, a lot of the people that I went to school with as a child, I caught up with them. Unfortunately, for every good thing that will come out of a product, some idiot is sitting around going, let's see now, how can I corrupt this? How can I destroy this? How
Hey,
can I
JD, do you want to buy this stapler?
Yep, there you go.
Hey, how about some coffee? Do you want some coffee delivered to you?
Oh God! And that's the thing.
Hey,
Jimmy.
how about a pooper scooper? Do you need a pooper scooper for your cat?
Oh no, but I have seen that.
How about a potty chair? Do you need a potty chair?
No, I got one of those, but it's like they have those automatic cat cleaners. You know?
Oh yeah. And how about a new mug? Can we get you a new mug?
No, my Slade and Mayson mug still works.
No. How about a backhoe? Would you like to purchase a backhoe? And not that type either.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you listen to this program, you just find out all the places where Dan Mason steered me down the wrong path. With little things like tobacco.
No, I said tobacco. Yeah, tobacco. That's what I said. Yeah.
We do spend a lot of time laughing here.
We do. Very bad, very bad. So did you want to talk about food?
Oh, absolutely, baby.
All right.
Do you
need music? Let me go music. Let me go to the top here. We're being very lackadaisical here today.
I know, man. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you, man? You must have been going and playing all those mice.
All right, Freddie, hit the button. No, not that one. Not that one. No, it's not. Wait, that one? Are you sure? No.
Me give up. What has big round shape carries man and dog and flies?
May not know either, but there it is.
It is balloon!
I just had to.
Yes, I know. And he got distracted. You know, as he gets older, he has a hard time focusing. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are coming up on Christmas. And, you know, the fast food industry, they are not going to forget us. So here is the final Christmas fast food gastronomical assault. Welcome to the last week before Christmas. That magical time when the fast food industry looks at your digestive system and says, you know what? Let's just do it. Because right now, corporate kitchens across America are not run by chefs. They are run by mad scientists and Santa hats. Now, these people, they are not asking, should we? They're asking, can we deep fry it, smother it in cheese, and put it in a box before New Year's? And the answer is always yes. This is the week when fast food stops pretending it cares about you. No more salads, no more grilled options. It's just reckless abandonment. Nutritional equivalent of leaving Vegas with a tattoo and no memory. Now suddenly, you know, again, every drive-through screaming limited time only, which is corporate code for we legally can't sell this in January. All right, so let's just start with the holiday burgers. Not just burgers, events. Burgers stacked so high that they come with a warning label and a waiver. You pull up and they're like, this one has 3 patties, bacon, onion rings, fried cheese, and a cranberry sauce that we found behind the freezer. Cranberry sauce on a burger? Nothing says Christmas like Thanksgiving leftovers meeting in a coronary event. You just bite into it and immediately your body's like, hey, so we don't have a plan for this. Your digestive system calls an emergency meeting and the stomach's like, hey, we weren't trained for this. The intestines are flipping through the manual going, page 42 just says good luck. And then we move on to the holiday chicken. Yeah, and chicken sandwiches. Oh, yeah, because chicken wasn't enough. Now it has to be spiced like a Yankee Candle. Festive Heart, Winter Blaze, North Pole Inferno. There is no such thing as a winter spice. That's just hot sauce with a scarf on it. You're thinking, eat it thinking, this isn't bad. That's a mistake. Fast food spice has a delayed fuse. It waits. It watches. 2 hours later, your stomach is like, hey, remember that sandwich? So do we. And suddenly, you're spread walking toward the bathroom like it's an Olympic event. You're not running, you're associating with your dignity. And let's talk about holiday sides, because fast food apparently decided vegetables are optional this week. Okay, everything is fried, loaded, or boring, or both. Loaded fries, loaded tots, loaded wedges, loaded something that was once a potato bug, now identifies as cheese. There is just so much cheese that it's no longer food, it's infrastructure. You eat it, and your stomach goes, oh God, cool, glue. Your digestive system slows down like it just hit holiday traffic. Everything backs up, nothing moves. The cheese isn't melting, it's settling. And that's not digestion, that's home construction.
Pepto-Bismol.
And then we hit the holiday desserts: peppermint, eggnog, gingerbread, all shoved into things that were never meant to carry them. Milkshakes that taste like toothpaste, and pies that are somehow both frozen and molten. Cookies stuffed with other cookies, which feels illegal. You drink one peppermint shake, and immediately your stomach is like, so, are we brushing your teeth or ending our lives? And eggnog flavor, eggnog is already a gamble. You see, fast food eggnog is just milk that's seen things. And now let's be honest, we just keep going back, and that's the wild part. We know what's going to happen. We know the outcome, but we're like, it's Christmas. This phrase excuses everything. I ate something that violated the Geneva Convention. It's Christmas. My digestive system hasn't been right since Tuesday. It's Christmas. You're sitting on the toilet at 2 a.m., staring into the abyss, whispering, this is not my fault. And your toilet is like, absolutely it is. Fast food doesn't care if you're already stressed, broke, and exhausted. They're like, let's throw one more thing at them. They're wrapping, while you're wrapping presents, dodging relatives, surviving work parties. And then you're like, I'll just grab something quick. Quick. Nothing about this is quick. Your food arrives in a box. It's the size of a shoebox. It's leaking grease like it's crying for help. You sit down, eat it anyway, and immediately feel your soul leave your body.
Yeah.
That is post-meal silence. No, that's not peace. That's your original rebooting and your organs rebooting. And by the final days before Christmas, the digestive system is done. It's like, listen, I've handled cookies, parties, casseroles, and that weird thing Aunt Linda bought. But this is between you and God. You don't even panic anymore. You just accept it. You sit down on the toilet like a veteran. Yes, calm, focused, emotionless. You're not scrolling your phone. You're reflecting on life's choices. And so we close out the Christmas fast food season. Remember, these are not meals. These are experiences. Temporary joy followed by long-term consequences. The fast food industry will disappear in January, pretending that this never happened. But your digestive system, it remembers. And it will bring this up again right around New Year's Eve. Merry Christmas. God bless. And may your toilet survive the holidays.
And as you pick up an extra 9 pounds as well. There you go.
My God. Like, again, that was my week season. Because of course, everywhere you went, somebody's trying to feed you something. Somebody's got cookies, somebody's got gingerbread, somebody's got cake, somebody's got well, like I said, I don't have to deal with that anymore because I'm me. I've become the curmudgeon guy that I thought I would. And it's like, if nobody invites me to Christmas dinner, nobody brings me Christmas goodies, nobody brings me cookies, at the radio station. God, it was like a dumping ground. Yeah.
Well, I could head over to number 117, knock on the door and kind of go, hey,
actually that's number 115.
115. Oh, sorry. I knock on the door and go, hey, my buddy, he doesn't have any cookies. He's got no one coming over for Christmas. No one showed up for Thanksgiving except Dan Mason.
And I can already hear the obit. Dan Mason, 64, was last seen as he was being bashed in the head by a brick by his former radio partner, J.D. Slade. Slade is being held in the Central Virginia Regional Jail up in Mobile.
He's quoted as saying, that mother...
I told him to shut up.
Oh my God.
You are attempting to, again, you're going to cause me to commit homicide.
You mentioned eggnog. I actually made a batch of eggnog a couple of years back. Man, it was good, but baby, does that add a few more 1,000 inches to your waist?
Yeah. Well, like I say, the thing is, let's see. I made mine with, I used vanilla extract and eggs and milk.
Yep.
And I don't even think I put sugar in it.
Oh, yeah. No, you put sugar in it. There was sugar in it. So eggnog is a sugar fat bomb. That's basically what it is. And it tastes really good.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I've been doing recently? So I'll be on my afternoon break, and I look at the clock and go, well, it's
that damn JD hasn't called, so I can finally get some lunch.
I have like a 3:00 cutoff for caffeine. Like up to 3:00, I can do it. After that, no more. Can't do anymore. So half a cup of coffee is okay, but having half a cup of coffee just doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. So what I do is I go downstairs and I take a slight heaping teaspoon of cocoa, which today is National Cocoa Day, guys. Okay, so here you go.
Yeah, I know it's a national holiday for me.
Yeah, so it takes some.
Yes, sir. We are National Cocoa.
Yep. So I put. Stop it. So I put some cocoa powder in, and then what I'll do is I'll do like the natural sugars, like the almost like molasses, but it's sugary. Anyway, I take a scoop of that and I put that in there, and I take like this much salt, just a little touch of salt, just to kind of and then I'll microwave it for a minute, and then I'll bring it.
You've ruined that coffee.
Yeah, wait, I'm not done yet. Then I'll mix it up, right? Make sure all those sugar at the bottom has been dissolved, and then what I'll do is I'll pour in some. I have some from Thanksgiving, some heavy cream left over, so I'll put some heavy cream in there. I'll put some milk on top of that.
Be clabbered by now,
maybe. And then what I do is I do a sprinkle of cinnamon. I do a little bit of vanilla. I do 1 or 2 drops of almond extract, and then the clincher is I put a quick of cayenne pepper, and then I mix it all up. Oh man, is that good? Because what happens is the cayenne pepper actually opens up all your taste bud receptors and allows all those different flavors to dump in. As JD's puking his guts into it.
Yeah, man. It's like, I tell you what, baby,
let me tell you.
Love you, brother, but boy, you eat some real garbage, man. I mean, you really do awful stuff in your system.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
15,000.
Okay.
You're 15,000 feet in the air. You're there with 11 of your buddies. You're in an airplane, and you decide, you know what? This is a really good time to leave the airplane.
Well, now, first off, let me just stop you right there. Again, number one, I don't have 15 friends. 2, I have extreme acrophobia. So, again, a fear of heights is there. I used to hate it when I would fly commercially because I knew that there was nothing under me but clouds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Until I hit the ground. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Apparently this guy this is Australia again. What's up with Australia this week? Apparently what he decided it'd be really fun.
Why? Crocodile Dundee.
They were all going to jump out. They were going to do like acrobatic, whatever.
That thing where they join hands.
Yeah, they hold hands, take pictures, and Anyway, they're all standing at the doorway. He jumps out. As he's jumping out, you got the main chute, and then there's the emergency that you grab on the right-hand side. The emergency touched the edge of the door, which had the handle, the regular handle to open the door, and pulled his emergency parachute out, and he got stuck on the back wing of the airplane, and he had with him a hooked knife, which isn't a requirement, but for him, saved his damn life because
that emergency. Yep.
He had to cut the cords, and then he got away from the airplane, and then pulled the main chute, which got tangled up.
Came out.
No, but it got tangled up in the old parachute. So he hit the ground rather hard. I think he broke an ankle or something like that. The airplane needed fixed, but he survived the crash. So 15,000 feet in the air.
But you see, this also it justifies my point.
Yeah.
Why in the world would anybody jump out of a really nice plane?
I have no idea.
To take their chances falling 15,000 feet, because it certainly isn't the fall that's the crush. It's that sudden stop at the end.
That whole, where did these 7,000 G's come from? I wasn't anticipating this one. Oh my God.
Like I used to think, well, if you could jump out of a plane and it's like you could fly like Superman for a couple of seconds and then you hit the chute. Well, see, me and my dumb ass, what would happen is I'd forget about it. And it's like, and all of a sudden I'd go, oh, wait a minute. Here we are, 2,000 feet.
Pull the cord.
And
all
then
right.
it ends up like a cartoon. You hit the ground and then the chute comes up.
All right. So 15,000.
You people do the dumbest stuff.
15,000 has showed up in the news again today. So 15,000. John Allen Hale is a Disney enthusiast. And Monday, he marked the 15,000th spin on the auto racing attraction at Disneyland for the automated animated film Cars. It's the Radiator Springs Racer Ride at Disney. His name is John Allen Hale. He did this right after undergoing gastric bypass and knee replacement surgery in 2010 and 2011, and found himself hooked on the ride. Disney thanked him. What great deal! He was very excited. Every time he did 1,000, they'd all come out and clap for him.
Let me ask you.
And then,
how many times has he been to Disneyland?
Oh my gosh, thousands.
And the last time I checked, that is not a cheap entry fee.
No, it's not. It's not. But I'm looking here.
How much melatonin did he have?
15,000. So
Probably
yeah. Now the interesting thing is, from all the pictures I've seen, his wife was notably absent. So draw your own conclusions on that one. Okay.
After he did it, after he went 1,000 times, it's like, yeah, she was like, oh no, to hell with this, man.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, it had to cost him a fortune.
Oh, I know.
And because Disney doesn't give away those things either. They don't give you here, you can have a lifetime pass. No, you might be able to get in the park for free, but you ain't going to get nothing else.
Yep. Now, you're familiar with the Avatar series, the Avatar movies?
Oh yeah, that's that underwater thing, right?
Yeah. So
blue people.
Okay. So Avatar was and still remains the highest grossing movie in history if you adjust it for inflation, like 2.9 billion with a B.
Damn, I thought New Jack City was going to be up in there.
Yeah, about that. So apparently, when the movie Avatar came out, they sent it off to the producers, and they said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to need a lot of money to do this." And they said, "Well, okay." And then they sent back the script with like 15 pages of changes. And then the Way of the Water came out, right? And then the producers made changes on 3 pages. And then number 3, there was like a couple more changes. And then when he came out with
Avatar 4 is on its way, isn't it?
Yes, but here's what their response was when he sent the script to them and asked for money. The email just said 2 words as far as the adjustments to the script. They said,
what were those 2 words?
Holy fire truck. And then wrote him
said, yeah.
And then wrote him a big ass check, and that was the end of it. All done.
That's because Avatar has turned bank, man.
Man, like, put $1 in, you get 15 back.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'll
I say,
run that machine all day long.
Waiting for Avatar 4.
Yeah.
Now again, if you are knowledgeable like Dan Mason, it's like you could probably get your buddy Chat GPT to write you an Avatar movie.
Yeah, write me an Avatar movie, but only make it 6 hours long instead of 75. I appreciate that. You can do that. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us, boys and girls.
Hey, listen, next week, it is the week. Yes, sir. We're going to be celebrating ho, ho, ho. And who you calling a ho Christmas?
Why we do that? Wait.
Why?
I have something else on my calendar that shows it's a more important time. Let me look at that.
What?
Is something more important?
More important than this?
Apparently. Let's see.
Now, I have not heard about this. Are we going to argue about this on the air here so people will hear how we disagree?
Well, it's not on that day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shortly after that day.
Oh, well, hell, we don't care. It's my birthday?
Yeah. You're starting your eighth decade. So, I'm J.D. Slade, I'm Dan Mayson, and this is the Slade and Mayson Show. Here we go.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
We'll see you all next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Here's my cane.
Where are my other dentures? The ones with the grills on. I'm the boss for the women.
Oh, my. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, again, I mean, listen, we're old, so it's like we have to get our grills where we can. Bye, Dan.
Bye, Dan. Bye, Dan. Bye, JD.
Bye, JD. Bye, Dan.
Bye, JD.
Bye. Now is going to over my door.
You see him like a seething bull.
First, I'm going to think it, and then I'm going to do it. Oh.